Tell me about yourself. Have you ever been in an interview and this question is asked? If you have, let me know what your answer was in the comment section below. If you are preparing for a job interview or any form of business interview, this is one question you cannot afford to not answer correctly. You may probably think it is just for you to randomly start talking about yourself, but there are basic rules you need to know in order to correctly answer this question and learn more job offers. Before we begin these ground rules you need to know, kindly subscribe to Academic Related TV and turn on the bell notification so you won't miss our other videos. Rule number 1. Do not talk about your personal life or family. This is one mistake you don't want to make. Whenever someone asks you to talk about yourself, they are not asking you to talk about your personal life story and what you have learned from them. Let's simply say that when someone asks you to talk about yourself, in a nutshell, what they want to know is your professional background. Why not talk about your qualifications, experiences, and why you are fit for the role? Rule number 2. Do tell a story. As much as you should not tell them your life story, you do want to tell them your professional work story. Something you should put into consideration when telling your story is that it should not be boring. Try as much as possible to be very active and engaging in your story. Make it very simple and clear. Don't make it too long. Now you know the rules, we can now go into 4 major tips that will help you talk about yourself right. Tip number 1. Give a snapshot of your work history. You have to start your story from the earlier professional jobs that you have held. Major details you should not leave out is the company's name, your title in the company, how long you held the title in the company, and your major responsibility in that position. It could be that while you were in that company, you moved from one minor position to a major position. You have to start off by explaining how you took off from one role to another. This will show your work progression. Tip number 2. Make your mini story achievement oriented. You wouldn't want to tell an empty story that doesn't make you a champion and worth employing. After explaining your role in the company, it would be nice to talk about one major achievement in that role. Accomplishment is whenever you save money, save time, make more money, improve process, or anything that brings quantifiable results in the company. When you talk about your accomplishments, the interviewer starts seeing you as a resource in his or her own company. Make it obvious to them that you have all the reasons in the world to employ you. And if they do not employ you, they will lose all that you can offer to them. Once you can make them see that not employing you is a loss, it means that you have successfully convinced them to hire you. Tip number 3. Tell the employer what you know about the role you are applying for. It is only right that you tell the employer what you know about the role they are hiring you for after telling them the story of your past companies, roles, and accomplishments. This is very important. What this does is that it does not only tell the employer your abilities and accomplishments, it psychologically plays a big role in letting him or her know you are aware of his needs or the company's needs as well. When you can relate with the needs of your employer, you are simply raising a strong connection between you and your potential employer. It means that despite the question being about you, you could make it about them because you want them to see the need for hiring you. Tip number 4. Tell them why you are the right fit for what they need. This is like an outro speech. It's like the conclusion of the whole matter. This is what gives the beauty to all that you have said so far. Never overlook this part because in as much as you're applying for this job, there will be over 1,000 more people seeking for the same job. Hence, this is why you need to convince them that you are the perfect person for the job. Tell them how confident you are that you will succeed in the role that they are hiring you for. If you don't end your talk with this, then it will mean that you ended it on a flat note and you may not be sure of the response you will get. Whether or not they ask you if you are the right fit, if you take all that have been said in this video so far into consideration, then you should know how to answer the question, tell me about yourself. As someone who knows what to say, don't panic. Just dish out the 4 tips given to you and stand a higher chance of getting that job. If you got value from this video, then help us share this video to someone who may find it beneficial. And don't forget to subscribe to join this family for more educative content like this.